Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blow the Whistle Sports. I'm your host, Wayne Holloway, and thank you once again for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share. And like always, if you want to see something on our show or you have a bright idea, drop them in the comments below or hit us on any one of our social media outlets. Holler at us, we holler back. But we have a big show planned for you. But let's get into this nitty gritty. Let me introduce you to my co-host, and he goes by the name of Mr. Steven Rubain. How you doing, sir?
Not happy.
Hey, look at you matching me. Look at you matching me. Hey, Steve, that's a great surprise. Hey, you must be on the bandwagon this week, Steve. Oh my goodness, it looks so good on you, man.
This is going to be a painful show. I'm not happy about this show. I was thinking of calling in sick, but I'm a man of my word. We made a bet. I'm going to get into it in a few minutes. Those who don't know, I'm not a Carolina Panther fan. I'm not happy.
Can't tell. We really can't tell this week, Steve. But you matching. You matching.
But I am a man of my word, so I'm gonna wear this hat. I'm gonna wear it throughout the week, but just know that I'm wearing it in protest. I have formally made a protest that I need to go back to reality.
I'm gonna say this, Steve. You look good, boy. You go, boy. Look at you. Look at Steve shining, y'all. Woo, Steve.
Anyway, let's just get to that. I don't even want to think about this no more. I just want to get right to the sports because we got a great week in sports. Even though I'm wearing this horrible hat, the week in sports has been one of the best we've had in a long time. Let's get started with the World Series.
The World Series? Dodgers! Yes, sir. My Dodgers did their thing. Hey, Steve. You was talking a lot of stuff last time we was going off the show. You was talking a lot of, you've been talking a lot of stuff all week long, and you've been wrong. Wrong. Woo!
Technically, I wasn't wrong. If you go back and listen to the show, I did pick the Dodgers to win originally, but I said it was going to go 6. So I was slightly. I said that Toronto was going to give the Dodgers
last week I heard you take back the Dodger prediction. I heard this. And you know what I'm happy about? That we have video of you saying that the Dodgers are not going to win.
I said Toronto in 7.
Steve.
I did say Toronto in 7. I mean, it did go 7. And quite frankly, I mean, Toronto should have won this series, but shoulda, coulda, woulda. We're not going to play that game. So I'm going to sit here and say the better team won when it came down to.
And you know this.
The better bats pulled it out. And so.
Yes, sir.
We're going to first give credit to Yoshinobu Yamamoto, the World Series MVP, who pitched his, all 3 wins, came in Game 7 in extra innings, and shut down Toronto to allow for the Will Smith home run, who eventually won the game for the Dodgers 5-4.
What's his name again, Steve?
Will Smith. Somebody made a funny meme about that, saying that 3 years ago, Will Smith was beating up Chris Rock. Now he's the World Series MVP. he's had quite a comeback.
Hey.
So I thought that was pretty funny. But Will Smith, the baseball player, hit the game-winning home run in the 11th inning to allow for a 5-4 win for the Dodgers. So
there we go.
Props to them. I think we can definitely use that old word of what? You want to say it? It's hard for me to say it. The D word, the horrible D word.
Steve, you go ahead. You go ahead, Steve.
All right.
I'm letting you quarterback right now.
They are a modern day dynasty. But I'm going to go on to a little baseball rant because those who know me and my issues with baseball now, this baseball now is on an all-time high. Would you agree?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Now, if baseball was smart, they would have used this high now.
Mm-hmm.
We should be seeing Shohei and Yamamoto on everything. They should be on First Take. They should be on Colin Cowherd. They should be on Good Morning America. They should be on the late night shows. We should be so sick of seeing them that it's like I can't take no more. I don't want to see any more of them because they're
market them the way you market the NFL players.
Yes,
make them moguls, make them stars.
Make them stars. They should be on Saturday Night Live. They should be on every opportunity they can to market the game. The games that are high now. It's been what, 4 days after the World Series. It's going back to nothing again. I mean, it's faded. You know, LA, of course, there's still like LA energy because of the Dodgers, but nationally,
Dodgers.
Yeah, I mean, baseball just doesn't get how to market their brand. Don't understand. When the Super Bowl happens, you see the Super Bowl winners everywhere.
Right.
They're going to Disneyland. They're on every talk show. They're all over everything for weeks.
Did you go to the parade, Steve?
Not a chance, and you know what?
Hey, Steve, it was wonderful, man. It was wonderful seeing all the great people. And you know, I was mad about I should have did video from there live so everybody could see the energy in the stadium, everybody being together. It was like home. It was like home, Steve. Hey, Steve, you would have loved it. You would have loved all the love.
I said as far away from downtown as possible on Monday.
Oh.
There's no chance, and you know what? I was going to go into that traffic.
Oh man, that traffic was ridiculous.
That's swarm of people. Yeah, that's swarm of people. And you know, now we'll give the Dodger fans credit this time. I was expecting to start kind of foolish out there, but they're pretty well behaved for the most part.
We did our thing, Steve. We did our thing.
I'll give them credit. They actually didn't show out like you would expect they would as far as any kind of violence or damages.
We were respectful. We did our thing, and we look good doing it.
Yeah. Okay. So
Dodgers. I'm making a prediction right now. We won last year.
Yeah.
We won this year.
Yeah.
And we're gonna win next year.
Okay. You
back to back. So we're gonna instead of having a little D on it, we're gonna put a capital D. D meaning dynasty.
Okay.
Dodger dynasty. This is
time. Can't argue the point. And I'll close out on this one because this is another example of what I mean about the marketing. One of the greatest pitchers of this modern era just pitching his last game for the Dodgers, Clayton Kershaw.
Yes.
They gave him no ceremony. There was no real, he should be all over everything. I mean, he's been in the last 20 years, if not the top pitcher, definitely in the top 3. And they just give nothing. I mean, it just, I don't understand what is baseball's issue with promoting their product.
They're going to do something that their marketing department just needs help.
They need help.
They need a spark plug. They need something to market the people right. Maybe you think it's the players themselves with this marketing decision. They don't want to be in the limelight just like that.
It's the league. The league has to make the players. The players make the product.
Right.
If the league doesn't promote the product, it's going to only go to those who are going to be either the fly-by-nighters or the true fans. But you want to get. But what makes the NFL such a great place is that people who don't even love football know football.
Right.
The Super Bowl is an event that people who don't even care about football want to be a part of it.
That's right.
And that's what makes the NFL so great. Baseball has to make that. Like I said, for Dodger fans, yes, it's great.
Dodger! Yes, sir! World Series champs!
Beyond. Anyway. Woo! All right, well, let's get on to college basketball because this week.
Wait a minute, Steve.
Go ahead.
Can I get you to say, go Dodgers?
Look, you got the Panther out of me. that's all you're going to get this week.
So painful, Steve. Okay,
you got the Dodger. You got the Panther in me. That's all you get.
Oh
All right,
man.
well, we're gonna just do a quick intro into the college basketball season. This is gonna be an
Uh-oh.
interesting season.
College basketball.
Now, with all this talk about the gambling and the whole deal, we mentioned last week or 2 weeks ago that now college players can gamble on professional sports. I don't know how that's going to play out.
Doesn't make sense because once they graduate, they can't do it anymore. So why
Right.
would you promote that at this level right now?
I'm with you 100%
They're
on that.
professional
100%.
players. Why would you promote them gambling? And you know what? I did a little study on that gambling thing. I listened to John Sally. He did a whole little expose about it, and it's not as drop down, drag out like they tried to put it. They tried
Right.
to put the NBA players in it because the NBA players were there. What John Sally said in his words were NBA players being all millionaires, they are what is known as whales. If you ever watched the movie Casino, when the guy went there and he was rich and he dropped a lot of money on the table, he won a lot of money, and then they took him to the airport. They paid the pilot to say something was wrong with the plane. They got him to come back to the casino so he can gamble again, and he lost the money he just won. What it does is when you have a whale, he attracts other whales, and he invites people to the game. It didn't mean that Chauncey and them were involved. It meant that they were there.
Right.
It's a fine line. I'm waiting for the case to be drawn out because more and more has to be revealed, and we'll see what's going on. But I want to see, did they even have a part in it, or were they just the
show.
no basically like the Pied Piper, the person that brought the people in,
right,
unknowingly, because they were being cheated as well. These tables that they were playing on, you can see the cards, so they knew exactly what the people had when they were playing them. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get it.
So it's a little more in depth. So I'm out. I'm out to lunch on that one right now. Give me some time. I got to work on that one a little bit more. I got to hear a little bit more of the case.
Right. We're going to definitely get more into that as the season goes on. But let's get into this college basketball top 10. We're going to start with number 10. We got the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Number 9, the Blue Blood Kentucky Wildcats. Number 8, who got the number 1 player in the country. It's people who think might be the number 1 player coming out of the NBA draft.
Yes,
AJ
sir.
Pentanza. BYU Cougars. Number 7, another blue blood team, Michigan Wolverines.
Wolverines!
So another one of the top players, Cameron Boozer, Duke Blue Devils. Now we get into the top 5, the St. John's Redmen. Number 4, the UConn Huskies. Number 3, the Florida Gators. Number 2, the Houston Cougars. And the number 1 team in the country to start the season, the Purdue Boilermakers. Now, as we know, the season goes on. These rankings are going to be all over the place.
Yes,
and
sir.
So this is just kind of a gauge of who to keep an eye on early. But at the end of the season, this whole top 10 will be all mixed up. Some of these guys aren't even going to even be in the rankings.
This will
Some
make
guys are going to come up out of nowhere.
Sports so great. Do you realize football just got to the thick of it? We just had the World Series baseball championship with the Los Angeles Dodgers taking it all. And NBA just got started. That means we're going to have these NBA going. We're going to have football games going. Oh, man, it's just juicy all the way around. We got college football, college basketball. My goodness, it's just so much to get into. Don't you just love it?
It's a sports paradise.
Yes, sir.
So if you're a sports fan, you got choices. It's all you ask for as a sports fan. Give me good choices. And so, since we are talking about college and we just keep that college basketball, let's go over to college football because they do have the playoff rankings.
Okay,
Let's
okay.
go. Let's just real quick go into this is the first week of the college football playoff rankings. We have number 1, Ohio State.
Ohio
State's number 1. Number 2, Indiana Hoosiers.
Indiana Hoosiers.
Number 3, Texas A&M.
Texas A&M.
4, Alabama. And then rounding out in the top 10, we have Georgia, Oregon, Ole Miss, BYU, Texas Tech, and Notre Dame. Now, again, much with the college basketball, there will be changes throughout the next few weeks, and so we're going to keep you abreast. But now we kind of get a gauge of who people are looking at for the playoffs. So
yes, sir.
We're going to keep an eye on that. But we need to get right into the NFL because we got so much to go into.
So much to go into. And Steve, did I tell you you have a wonderful looking hat on, Steve?
Yeah.
I didn't know that today you were going to try to match me. I knew you were going to wear a Carolina hat. Look at you. Got the same hat on. Hey, Steve. Bang, bang.
I'm going to be honest with you. This is a nice looking hat. I must say.
Thank you, sir.
It is a nice
Thank you, sir.
You know.
Nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina.
Before we get into the real football, can I do my rant first?
Go ahead, do your thing, Steve. It's all on you. Do your thing.
Okay. So for those who aren't familiar with why I'm wearing this stupid hat, the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers, 13-point favorites going into the game against the Carolina Panthers. 13 points. You understand what a 13-point favorite means? That means that Vegas was pretty much like Carolina had no chance to win. 13 points in the NFL it means they shouldn't even get on the field. You just have no chance to win. Going to Green Bay.
Steve, did you see my smile?
I see that smile you have.
Woo.
Now, here's why. And who's the coach of the Green Bay Packers?
Some guy.
Yeah, some guy. Don't matter. He's a loser. He's a loser to me this week.
Oh my goodness.
Here's why you're a loser. You play. You coach in Green Bay. You know how the weather is in Green Bay. They stepped outside that day. Is blustery wind.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody knows Green Bay is known for its bad weather. So going on the field Sunday morning, you were able to step out there and say, "It's a really bad wind out here." Common sense would tell you, what do you do on a windy day in football? Do you pass the ball 50 times? Or do you run the ball? Green Bay said, forget the wind. We're going to throw the ball 50 times.
Wait a minute, Steve. Are you trying to say that we won because of the wind?
Yes. Because
stop it, Steve.
Because Carolina, to their credit, I'm going to give Carolina their first credit of the year. The coach for Carolina, what's his name? Dave Canales, is that his name?
Yes, sir. Put some respect on his name when you say it.
I'm going to give him the credit on the fact of he stepped out there and said, it's windy today. We're only going to have as few passes as possible. We're going to use Rico Dowdell, as much as humanly possible. And then when we can't use him, we're going to use Chuba Hubbard as the second wing and run the you-know-what out of Green Bay. Only
we're running teams, Steve.
Bryce Young when you need to. I think
we're running teams, Steve.
I weren't last week.
Y'all weren't last week. Bryce Young orchestrated this whole game. He played a stellar game. He orchestrated it. He game managed just perfectly with his feet and his hands. He passed when he needed to, but we ran it down their throat like I said we should.
What is it?
We should have did the same thing to the Bills. They got away. They got away.
So what happened
We
last
could
year?
beat anybody running the ball down their throat.
What happened last year when
Carolina.
you had the red rifle in there and they decided to pass the ball more than run it?
That was an oversight on the coach's part. First of all, not only did they pass the ball last week when we played the Bills, Andy came out and said he broke his thumb on the first series of the game, which means even if the game plan was pass the ball, that was changed when he broke his finger, and they still passed the ball. So we would have beat the Bills too. We would have beat them too if the game plan was managed right, and it wasn't managed right. We needed Bryce Young to be at the helm to do his thing, period.
Okay.
Carolina.
So once again, I'm going to give Carolina their props in that they realized
yes, sir.
They got a gem in Rico Dowdle, use him as much as humanly possible. You're going to see a theme. I mean, I keep talking about this week after week. Teams that run the ball and then use the pass only for play action or for when you need to, they win 80% of the time.
That's called game management. That's called old school football. That's called real football. Smash mouth football.
So why are so many teams, So why do so many teams still think they can pass the ball 50 times a game when common sense just tells you run it as much as you can and then play action off of the run? It just kills me when I see how bad coaching is today. How bad game management goes in. And then here's the killer. And this is the closing killer. So in the fourth quarter, 11 minutes left in the game, Carolina was up 13-6.
Say what?
Green Bay had the ball. It was 4th and 8 at the 13-yard line.
Yes, sir.
Common sense, old school coaching football says fourth quarter, get the points at all times when you're within one score.
True.
He decided to go for it, not just go for it, but call a horrible call on 4th and 8, turn the ball over on downs. So what ends up happening? Game comes down to a last-second field goal. Carolina makes an amazing field goal.
That Bryce Young orchestrated perfectly.
Great drive.
Bryce Young got us down in field goal range for Carolina to kick the last-second field goal. And what happened, Steve? Go ahead and finish.
Kicker made an amazing kick. Kicker made a nice 40, I think it was 48 yards. I'll give him credit for that. But it should never come down to they should have been up by 3. They would have kicked the field goal earlier and at least had a better opportunity to win the game. So bad on the Packers get the GOAT, and then when I say GOAT, it ain't greatest of all time. It's the other GOAT of the week. And I think his name is LaFleur. I'm gonna call it. He needs to go back to hockey. You don't need to be coaching football if you don't know how to coach.
What I'm gonna say is this: Carolina, when we play our game, we can beat anybody, anytime, any day of the week.
See,
we did our thing. Give us our respect. The reason why they did that on 4th and 8 is because just like the commentators, that was Edelman and all those guys. And I'm watching you, Edelman. I'm watching you guys. You guys got it right now. You got it. Talk all this stuff. Keep doubting us, and we're going to keep putting up W's. We're going to keep putting up W's. We're going to win the South. You heard it here first.
Okay. All right. Because we're going to get to the trade deadline in a few minutes, but why do you think Carolina stayed pat at the trade deadline and didn't go in and try to make some moves? Is that, as you're saying, you guys have a legitimate shot at the playoffs? Why didn't they go out and make a couple moves to help Bryce Young, to help the defense?
Well, first of all, let me explain something. Since you're a Washington Commander fan and I'm a Carolina fan, Carolina didn't need to go do anything. I'm falling in line with my coach in his frame of mind. And our frame of mind is Carolina went out and did everything last year and this year to pick up the pieces that we needed. Last year was their first time on the team. Some people this time is their first time on the team, and they're finally starting to gel. We're finally starting to get an identity on this team. And you still haven't seen everything we can do. Our wide receivers are phenomenal. We're just letting Bryce Young get acclimated to the game, acclimated to his wide receivers, and you're going to see some great things to come. But right now, our identity is a running team. We didn't need to go get anybody to answer your question because the people we have, we still don't even know everything that they can do. We think that they can do much more than what they're doing. They just need to be pushed more. There was no need for Carolina's all in. You see how much we spent on Bryce Young? We spend a lot of money on the team that we have now. In the offseason,
Right.
in the draft, we will go get linebackers and defensive ends.
Okay.
But as of right now, we're fine. No need to spend money. No need to do what the Dallas Cowboys did, which was a kerfuffle, as they say. They got first round picks and then they traded them before the trade deadline. They did what you were just talking about. Why don't we do? They have no chance of doing anything. Why are they making moves when they could have got a fresh player in the first round? And it makes no sense to me. None.
Well, you know me. I love seeing the Dallas Cowboys suffer. So I enjoyed watching them. Now, number one, they could have got Williams from the Jets before the game and used them against a must-win game against the Cardinals. So to wait till after the game to go ahead and get him was stupid. I agree with you. Giving up those draft picks, basically all Jerry Jones did was he didn't want to pay Micah Parsons top dollar. Now keep in mind that Cowboys are working.
No, he wanted to pay him. He wanted to do it his way,
right?
And Micah Parsons wanted to do it the right way, which was the business way. Which was, if this was reversed, Micah Parsons, everybody would have been talking about how he does business is out of control, and nobody said anything when Jerry Jones did not handle business the right way and was making fun and mocking the player for not just making the signing his contract when he wanted him to do it instead of him going through his agent. Hey, it is what it is. You see what Charles Tongue said?
I hear
the Carolina Reapers. Yes, sir.
Anyway.
Shout out to you, Charles Tongue. Thank you for tuning in, sir.
Why are you giving him ammunition? Why are you giving him ammunition? I don't understand, Charles. Come on.
Hey, look what Glenn White said. Glenn White said, Steve looked nice in that black and blue. Yes, sir.
Do you see how much pain I'm in? I mean, it's hard for me to get through this shot. I can't even get my thoughts straight. I just had to
I didn't even know. I knew Steve had lost the bet, and he was going to have to wear the Carolina hat because he has to wear it all week long. All week long, Glenn, he got to wear that hat. Every day when he go out, he got to wear that hat, and I'm gonna go around him to make sure he got it on. I don't want to see it in your car seat. It got to be on your head. But for him to go out and get the same hat, so we could be matching,
it hurts,
Steve. My heart is just filled with so much warmness that you just got the same hat, so we matching. We matching. We out here shining. Here, let's shine, Steve. Let's shine together. Look, we shining. Look. Pictures.
Shame.
Pictures.
This is the camera of shame.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway.
Shout out to you, Glenn White. Carolina in the house.
Yeah.
And we gonna win the South.
All right. He's still,
you heard it here. You heard it here.
He's still froggy. A little froggy.
You heard it here.
Little froggy.
You heard it here. Carolina in the house, and we gonna win the South.
Little froggy, but it's okay. I'm glad you're feeling good. I'm glad you're feeling good. I'm glad you're feeling it just makes it all that much, like with my Cowboy fans, it makes it all the more sweeter when reality sets in.
Hey,
I can give you that
Glenn White said, "Smile, Steve. Smile, Steve."
There you go. Big old smile. If Carolina don't make the playoffs, I'll give you that big old smile. But
That's without a doubt. That's without a doubt.
So closing out on the Cowboys, once again, Jerry Jones, it just shows he doesn't respect his fan base. He's all about the organization is worth $10 billion. The Dodgers won because they outpaid for talent. They have the money and they put it back into the product. Jerry Jones wants to undercut the product, ask the fan base to pay exorbitant amount of money for them, and then when they don't win, then he blames everybody but himself.
Well, the fans have to blame themselves because no matter how many bad decisions that Jerry Jones make, the fans still go out. They still buy Dallas Cowboy tickets, knowing that they're about to go to a slaughter, knowing that they're about to go see a team that is not at their A1. The Dallas Cowboys have an A1 offense that you will not see act right because they're being run the wrong way. Jerry Jones cannot be owner, coach, and not commissioner and
general manager. He must be
and general manager. It's not working.
Yeah,
but it's working for his pockets because you guys keep filling them.
Yeah.
You keep buying those tablecloths with them stars on it. You keep buying all the memorabilia.
Yeah.
You keep doing it,
yeah.
even when he is not doing anything to help your team.
He's living off 30 years ago.
Michael Parsons walked for 2 number ones, which was good, but he just gave away one of the number ones to a guy that's not even a top 10 player.
And a number 2.
And a number 2.
One in
crazy.
So on the flip side, the Jets, they went in and just sold their top 2 players, sold them off, Williams and Sauce Gardner. But now they're going to have 5 number 1 picks in the next 2 years. 5 number 1 picks. So
I just want to see the Jets do something to be relevant again.
I
want to see them actually be relevant. My next door neighbor is a Jets fan, and I just feel so bad for him all the time. I see him hit his Jets hat on, and then he sees me, his face be all front.
I just hope they give Glenn.
Shout out to you, man. You know, my next door.
Woody Johnson just loves firing people. I just hope they give Aaron Glenn, if you're going to go ahead and tank the team, stick with Glenn and give him the full chance. Give him a couple years. Don't just throw him and fire him again. Because that's what the Jets do. They'll tank the team and then they'll fire the coach, bring a whole new coach, tank the team again, bring a whole new coach again.
Mm-hmm.
Stick with the system. If you're going to tank the team, be committed for the next 3 years. No, it's going to take 3 years to build a team. And we'll see. They're gonna have the draft picks, that's for sure.
For sure.
So we talked about the Cowboys. We talked about the Jets. Now I got to do my biggest rant of the day.
Who you talking about, Steve? Go ahead and tell us.
The team whose hat I should be wearing right now, but I'm actually kind of glad I'm not wearing. As much as I hate wearing this Carolina Panther hat, I'm glad I'm not wearing a Washington Commanders hat this week. Because what's the one thing I've been crying the last 2 years, Packett, about having Jaden Daniels and what the Commanders
just don't get my QB hurt.
Do not RG3 this man. Anybody who's a Washington Redskin fan knows exactly what I mean when I say RG3 in them.
Yep.
We had a Lamborghini in 2012, in the 2012 draft, when we drafted at the number 2 pick.
Yes.
Robert Griffin Jr.
Yes.
As soon as he stepped on the field, you knew he was something different. He just had that it factor. It was like
he exuded excellence.
It was just he was a Lamborghini, and the rest of the guys in the field were Fiats, and he was just playing his own little league.
RG3
and the coach of the much
the 49ers.
Shanahan, Mike Shanahan. It hurts to even say his name. It pains me to say his name.
Ruined his
career by just letting him go out there, calling plays, knowing that he's a slighter frame. He's not a big guy. He's not 6'4", 250 like Josh Allen, who just run over linebackers. Let this man first of all, let him get hurt in the first place.
Yes.
Knew he was hurt,
and talked him into playing
Talked him into
anyway.
playing anyway, injured his rookie year, knowing that the guy had no discipline to sit down. He was going to try to.
He was a kid listening to his dad. His dad, whether people care to hear this or not, when a player's playing for a coach, he looks at that coach like it's his pops, especially when it's a star player. The way these coaches come at you, they try to mentor, they try to be there for you.
Right.
So he's looking at someone as a father figure, thinking that he's got his best interest in mind. His ACL is already tore, and he ended up tearing another ligament in his leg. He didn't play the same for the rest of his career, and they basically
Dumped him.
ostracized him out of the league.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of the saddest.
He didn't keep his commentating job.
Yeah, it's one of the saddest what ifs in the last 20, 25 years of what could have been if he had the right coach, had the right ownership, the right lead, the team that would have nurtured him. And because a coach is two jobs. Number one is to win. Number two is to protect their players from themselves, from their tendencies.
Yes.
When you got a Lamborghini, you got a Maserati, you got a Ferrari, you got to protect them. You can't just let them just do. It's like if you on the street. You're not gonna just drive your Lamborghini any old where. You don't drive on a road with potholes. You don't drive in the bad neighborhoods. You don't drive it.
You drive around them.
You drive around.
When you hit the dip, you go to the side.
Because it's not worth the damage to the Lamborghini to take it on a bad road.
Exactly.
It's not worth having Jaden Daniels in the game in the fourth quarter of a 38-7 game with 7 minutes left.
No way for you to win.
No way for you to win.
Why is he in the game? Why? Why is he in the game?
Well, he just
no way for you to win. You still got your star player on the field.
On the field.
You're putting him in harm's way at a game that's out of reach.
That's it.
What for?
And then worse enough, not just having him in the game, but they're on the goal line. You're going to call a play where you're going to give him the run pass option, but you know what kind of player he is. He's going to take the run. He's going to try to outrun the linebacker to the goal line, and ends up awkwardly dislocating his elbow.
Wow.
Now he's going to be out for. Now people are talking like he's out for unknown amount of time. He's out for the season. I better not see. If I see him on the field again this season, I may have to go to DC and do something desperate. I may have to go find.
If they do him like they did RG3. Did you hear the weird thing? It was like the same play, the same down that this injury happened on.
Yeah,
like the same. Or I don't know if that's true or not.
In the same part of the field, there's that one corner of the field that like about 10 injuries. You guys remember back? Joe Burrow got hurt by Chase Young, was out for the year, his second year. That same corner of the end zone. It was the same one that I'm trying to remember. I think Joe Theismann got hurt in that area. I forget all the other quarterbacks that got hurt in that one.
But bringing up RG3, all he needed was somebody to tell him, "You're hurt. You can't play in the game.
You take his helmet.
Your ligament is already tore. You don't make somebody play on a bad leg.
No,
you don't do that." And he convinced him to play on the bad leg and cause him more of an injury. Why didn't this coach get written up? Why did he get suspended for something like that? That seems a little much to me, Steve. What happened there?
Look, forget about written up. I'm talking about somebody needs to be fired, lose their job.
They do all these things saying they're protecting the player. They go into the little tent all the time. And it seems like when it's in big games, I see people fall on their heads and stuff, and I don't see them get thrown into the tent. And then they'll wait to 3 plays. I'm like, okay, he did what he's supposed to do. Call him in the tent now. Like, we need to check on him. When he was like, you see people trying to shake it off when they're on the field.
I mean, it's beyond craziness to me that you would put him in that position, that he could possibly get hurt that way. Now, you got the old school people who are like, it's football. Football, people get hurt. You can't protect all injuries. Yes, you can. Certain injuries you can protect.
When somebody's hurt already,
When somebody's hurt already,
pull them off the field.
And it's the fourth quarter, and they're down 38-7, and they're going for a meaningless touchdown, which is great for those. So for those who had him in fantasy football, yeah, he got the he would have gone for that touchdown. Now he's out for the year. What would I rather have? That one touchdown or having Jayden Daniels for the rest of the season?
Hey, me picking Jayden Daniels this season for my fantasy football, and I'm so happy I didn't sell out and go and get him in a bunch more leagues. I only got him in like 3 or 4, but 3 or 4 was enough. It was enough. Luckily, I'm good at drafting, so I had me a nice backup. But my goodness,
and then to top it off, and you remember the one, and you were like, it wasn't that big of a deal at the time. Terry McLaurin, remember when he was holding out?
Yes.
And I said at the time, this is not going to end up good for him. It's going to end up being a problem. Look now, he's missed half the season. We don't know when. And at this point, don't even bring him back. Just let him. Why bring him back at this point? They need to sit here.
What draft pick y'all going after, Steve?
They're not going to make the playoffs.
What draft pick? We got that. What draft pick are y'all going after?
Get a top 5 pick.
What do you want? A wide receiver?
Yeah. No. I'm a running back.
Thank you. That's what I was waiting for you to say. For the last 3 years, we've been saying Washington needs a running back. Go get a stud.
Get the best running back in the draft. Get the best running back in the draft. You can't get him to get the best wide receiver. You need a dynamic playmaker, whether it's from the running back or whether it's from the wide receiver position. You need somebody of a Jamar Chase level, somebody of I don't know, who can be named a great wide receiver now. CeeDee Lamb, we want to call him a great wide receiver. We need somebody who has to be watched at all times.
Yeah, somebody that demands a double team.
Right, and takes the pressure off of Daniels, that Daniels don't have to feel like he has to do everything. Because that ultimately is what led to his injuries, that he feels like he has to be the one to do everything for the team to win.
True.
And when you're in that mindset, it's dangerous. Because take that same play, and it was Tom Brady. As soon as Tom Brady saw that big linebacker, what would Tom Brady have done?
Threw the ball in the dirt.
He would have either thrown the ball in the dirt or he would have sat down. He would have sat down immediately. There's no way he's going to be trying to get around. And that's why Tom Brady went 23 years with only having one major injury. Was because he knew.
I would think that quarterbacks coming into the game would look at great quarterbacks and see the things that they do in certain situations. And you would see a bunch of QBs mimicking great QBs. But Tua is one that, he just do his own thing. I seen Tua throw a block recently.
Yeah. He don't have a history of concussions.
Yeah, something going on with that guy.
But then that goes to the coach too, because the coach should not even put him in a position where he thinks he's going to throw a block. He should have been pulled out of the game after trying to make that block and get it chewing out by the coach.
Chewing out by the coach and the staff and the coaching staff.
Have we told you already that you're not supposed to go near anybody under any circumstance?
Okay, so now let's move on to a team that should have won their game but lost. How did the Minnesota Vikings beat the Detroit Lions? Once again, I blame it on the Lions coach for not getting points when points are put in front of him.
Do me a favor, pull up the stats real quick, and I'll tell you right here why they lost the game. You're gonna see as soon as you pull up the stats of that game. How many rushes did Jamar Gibbs have, and how many passes did Jared Goff have? And this is going to prove my point I've been telling you.
Jared Goff threw the ball what was it, 37 times. He got
37 times.
25 completions out of 37, 284 yards, 2 touchdowns. David Montgomery got 11 carries, 40 yards, 1 touchdown. Oh, that's the problem. They didn't run the ball.
Yeah.
They did not run the ball. They run the ball 11
not run the ball. Montgomery had more rushes than Gibbs. I had to go back and check. I said, was Gibbs hurt? Because when I saw the stats, I was like, on what world would Montgomery have more rushes than Gibbs, other than the fact that Gibbs was hurt?
But he
had no choice but to run Montgomery. No, don't get me wrong, Montgomery is a great running back.
Yes.
But Gibbs has to have at least 20 to 25 touches a game. Has to. He's too dynamic. He's too good. He can have 10 bad rushes and then run one for a touchdown, 80-yard touchdown. He's that type of player.
Right.
You got to give him the ball 25 times.
But I'm starting to see, like, with my coach, some of these coaches are bad game managers when it comes to knowing when to give the ball to the relief guy. Like with in the case of Rico and Hubbard, we have an awesome dynamic duo in the backfield that I like to call Rico and Suave, aka Thunder and Lightning. But he gives the ball to Rico 8 to 9 times. Rico is gassed. So Chuba Hubbard should come in there and fill in right away, because Chuba Hubbard was a top 10, arguably a top 5 running back before Rico took his starting job.
Right.
They should complement each other, but they're running Rico the same way they ran McCaffrey, and now when you see how they did McCaffrey and damaged McCaffrey, and he's still playing at a high level with a different team. All we have to do is manage the run, and nobody can stop us. But these coaches, back to the original question, they're not managing their personnel right. Somebody's not letting them know, like, okay, put our premier running back in the game, or are they overthinking it? Put this guy in so they'll think we're not running the ball. Is that it? Are they trying to do a Trojan horse? I don't get it. I don't get it.
You go back to old school football, with the days of the Dorsets, the Walter Paytons, the Barry Sanders, you can go on and on, Earl Campbell's. Those guys were workhorses. They touched the ball sometimes 25, sometimes as much as 30 plus times a game.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's winning football. If you got a top notch running back, now you don't want to run so much that you don't put him in a position to be hurt, but exactly. You got to use quality runs. They get stronger as the game goes on. I mean, I've been crying this for Derrick Henry forever. Derrick Henry's somebody who has to get 25 rushes, because he can just do it at any time. He can have 12 rushes for 32 yards, and then that 13th rush, he gets an 80-yard touchdown. Yeah. And all of a sudden, it's 13 for 112. You're like, wow, he had a great game.
I think some coaches just have their plays scripted to where it's like, I'm gonna do this no matter what, and they're not working with their personnel, and this is the reason why they be getting those L's at times. They don't think they're supposed to get them, because you take a person out of the rhythm of the game. Every sports game is played by a rhythm. If you keep the running back on his rhythm, don't take him off his rhythm. But when he needs a breather, give him a 2-play breather. And while you're giving him a breather, we have a capable running back that can keep it going. Use him, but make him run the plays that he is excellent at. We got videotape. We know which plays Chuba does well. We know what play Rico does well, and it's not many that he don't do well. He do them all well. He knows how to wait for the hole, and he takes it. He takes that ball up the middle. I don't know. I don't understand.
I don't understand either. But let's get to the most egregious, even more egregious than the ones we talked about. The worst loss of the week, even worse than Green Bay, the Indianapolis Colts, the Colts versus Steelers. And I'm going to show you what I mean about idiocracy in coaching. Shane Steichen, who so far was a Coach of the Year candidate. The Colts were 7-1, looking amazing, looking great. They go into Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's defense has been booty all year. Has been horrible all year. What did they decide to do?
Great. Made them look great.
Made them look great. How many pass attempts did Daniel Jones have in that game?
50. He had 31 completions on 50 attempts, 342 yards, 1 touchdown, 3. Not 1, not 2, but 3 interceptions.
3 interceptions.
Jonathan Taylor ran the ball 14 times and had 45 yards.
So you had 50 pass plays and 14 rushes by the MVP candidate. 14 rushes, and you're going to pass the ball 50 times? Really?
I'll show you what
the defense that's been struggling all year, and you're going to give their pass rush a chance to find themselves?
They found it.
It should have been 50 rushes by Jonathan Taylor and 14 passes by Daniel Jones, the way Steelers defense has been playing.
The way they've been playing, but like I said, coaches overthink it. Now, Mike Tomlin went in there. Aaron Rodgers passed the ball. Was it
20 sometimes, 22 times, 23 times,
25 times?
Yeah, 25 times. And how many rushes?
203 yards and 1 touchdown. 16 carries for Jaylen Warren. 16 carries only got him 31 yards, but they were goal line touches where he got 2 touchdowns.
But who else got rushes though? Who else besides Warren? The other running back get like 9 rushes.
One quick second.
You have Warren, but you had the backup. Also had about
Warren has 16. Caleb Johnson had 1. Connor Hayward had 1. Aaron Rodgers had 2 for no yards. Kenneth Gainwell had 3, and he was still negative 1 yard. So pretty much it was only 6.
23 rushes though. That's 23. And how many pass attempts did Aaron Rodgers have?
Oh, excuse me. 35 attempts on 25 completions. My bad. He had 35 attempts. Rodgers had 35 attempts on 25 completions. And 1 touchdown.
So 35 and 25. So it's a little more even. Daniel Jones had 50 and 14. So basically had the same number of plays, but the Steelers were more balanced in their rushing, whereas the Colts were pass happy.
Yeah.
That's bad football.
Daniel Jones with the 50 attempts is crazy.
Crazy.
You wore him out.
You not just wore him out, but you put him in a position where the pass rush could get to him. That's the last thing you want to do with the Steelers is let TJ Watt and let Cameron Hayward go off.
This get confidence. So true.
So I mean, that's just bad football. I mean, this is happening all over the league. And then the topper of all toppers was the Dallas Cowboys.
You really want to call that one a topper because they're not going nowhere. They're not going nowhere.
I know they're not going nowhere, but as much as I like
Jacoby Brissett, 2 teams playing for draft picks, basically.
You gotta beat Jacoby Brissett on the road. He's on the road. You can't let him go to Texas State and beat you.
Honestly, Jacoby Brissett looks better than the starting quarterback over there. When he touches the ball for Arizona, they make a lot of good plays.
Well, they saw what they did today.
They look like a totally different team with Jacoby Brissett back there.
You saw what the Cardinals did today. They said, well, we got a second opinion on Kyler Murray. Now, keep in mind, Kyler Murray was going to be a starter up until like the last minute. They said, we'll stick with Brissett.
Wow.
Now, all of a sudden, they got a second opinion, and now they put Kyler Murray on IR.
Wow.
So that just basically means the coach said, look, we're not even going to make you a backup. We're not even going to try to put you in that position. We're just going to put you on IR. That way, that just shuts everybody up. We can't, because they're going to be the quarterback controversy. So we're going to just shut that down. Brissett's our guy.
Well, I'm looking at it like this. The Vikings need a quarterback. The Titans. Who's going to quarterback for the Titans?
Oh, I mean, Kyler Murray is going to be probably one of the top free agents out there.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I think don't be surprised if he's already had his last pass for the Cardinals.
It's looking that way. He hasn't been looking happy back there in the first place playing these games. He's been looking out of place, and it looks like a change of scenery is needed.
Yeah, well, I'll say one thing.
He's a good QB. He just needs a new personnel. In my opinion,
the last year and a half, Marvin Harrison Jr. has not been playing up to snuff. He gets one game with Jacoby Brissett, and he looked like a top 5 wide receiver this last game. He was catching the ball all over the place. So somebody, you want to pull up Marvin Harrison stats?
Marvin Harrison. Got him right here for you, sir. Marvin Harrison, 7 receptions, 96 yards, and 1 touchdown.
That's the best he's done since he's been in the league. He hasn't had 7 receptions since he's been in the league, a year and a half.
That's under Jacoby Brissett.
That's what I'm saying, under Jacoby Brissett. He's finally looking like a top wide receiver with Brissett. The last year and a half, he's been underachieving with Kyler Murray. So just bring up the point.
Did Jacoby earn a starting job now?
Oh, yeah. I'm saying I don't know if Kyler Murray's going to see the field again this year. I think Brissett's going to be the quarterback here on out.
As it should be. Raiders need somebody. Vikings need somebody. Yeah. And who was the other team we said needed somebody?
It was about 6-7 teams we can name. You said Raiders, Titans.
Yep. Those 3
I'm not going to say Titans. Titans, they're committed to Cam Ward. He's a rookie. We got to get him.
Well, the Jets.
Yeah, Jets definitely are going to be looking at the draft to get somebody.
So Kyler Murray, Shedeur Sanders. Hey, let's get some jobs flowing in here.
Okay. All right, so I think we went over the main games.
Hey man, it's time to get to these picks, Steve. We at our time now, sir. We at our time. It's time to get to these picks. Are you ready for the picks, Steve?
I'm ready for the picks.
Well, let's get into the picks for week 10. And first, we got coming up Thursday night. Raiders go down to Denver to play the Broncos. Who you taking, Steve?
This is a game. If the Broncos don't win this game, I'm just going to be sick on the league. There's no way the Raiders should go into Denver in a primetime game and win. But don't be surprised if they do. I mean, this is one of those games where common sense will tell you the Broncos. So somehow the Raiders find a way. So I got the Broncos, but I'm just telling you, don't be surprised.
Steve, I need you to be decisive. You're starting to make it seem like you're scared to make a pick because you don't want to be wrong, sir.
No, I'm just saying it based on the way this league is going.
Steve,
every game that makes sense.
To me, the way a TI is. Are you definitively taking the Raiders or definitively taking the Broncos? Which one are you taking?
The Broncos.
Okay. We unanimous on that one. We unanimous. Yeah. Now, the Falcons go in there to play the Colts. Down there in Indianapolis. Who you taking, Steve?
This is an international game in Germany. They're playing on a neutral field. I'm not taking the Falcons.
Oh, so it's unanimous again. We're both taking the Colts. Now, Steve, we going out to the Carolina. Can nothing be finer than to be in Carolina in the morning? The Saints come into Carolina to play the Panthers. Who you taking, Steve?
Oh, God.
Steve.
Don't make me do it.
Steve, it's not that hard, man. I mean, you wearing our hat and everything.
Look. I'm pointing to it.
There you go.
I can't say it, so I'm just going to point to it.
There you go. Carolina.
I watched that Tyler Shaw, the rookie for the Saints. He's a work in progress. I'm going to be just kind. He's a work in progress.
Hey,
the Saints may not win again. Carolina.
Maybe this will bring the NFL back to mentoring QBs the way they should be mentored, and then we'll have a different outlook. Maybe they'll make these players practice the way they should, so we'll stop having so many injuries. The NFL, and at the end of the year, they always go back and look at stuff. Maybe they're getting tired of the injuries. Maybe we can get that taken care of. It's always going to be injuries, but it shouldn't be a plague like we've been seeing at the beginning of these seasons. So NFL, please look at that. Next, we go down there. The Jets come into Chicago to play the Bears. Who you taking, Steve?
Well, the way the Bears have been playing that energy, I got to go with the Bears. I mean,
Oh yeah.
The Jets have sold their team off.
You know what? You know what? I saw New York, and I said Jets. I mean, the Giants go in there to play the Bears.
Oh, okay. I was going to say the Jets are no brainer. The Giants, they're still so beat up too.
The 2-7 Giants go in there to play the 5-3 Bears.
I got to take the Bears. I mean, the Giants, yeah, they're done.
Well, we're both taking the Bears. We're picking the same team, Steve. Okay. Now here go one.
I'm here.
The Jaguars going to Texas to play them in their home arena. The Jacksonville Jaguars, who have their QB, and is this for certain? Is Stroud out with a concussion, or is it he's out?
Yeah, and I'm taking the Jags.
I'm taking the Jags also.
Davis Mills is starting, so I'm taking the Jags.
And for people out there in fantasy, if you have Josh Allen, this is the week to put him in and his wide receivers. They go down there to Miami to play the Dolphins. 6-2 Bills going to play the 2-7 Dolphins. I'm taking the Bills. Who are you taking, Steve?
Of course the Bills. I mean, that's just
all right. Now we go into the next team where we go out to Minnesota, where Jackson and Henry go into this stadium to play this team who just upset the Colts. Can they do it again with the Ravens?
No. Ravens are going to get on that little run like you've been crying, saying they're going to run the table. But
I told you.
I'm not going to say they're going to run the table, but I say they're going to run this week.
The Ravens are back, and they're in charge. They're going to run the tables, and they're going to put themselves back in the position, a commanding position. Ravens beat the 4-4 Vikings this week, and they bring their record up to 4-5. Okay. They'll be at 500 next week. But right now, moving right along, we get to the suck game of the week, the suckiest. The Browns go in there to New York to play the Jets. 2-6 go in there to play 1-7. I don't have my quarter on me to flip a coin, but I'm just going to say it right out. I'm going to say the Browns. Who are you taking, Steve?
This is one of these games where you almost ask for a refund. If you bought a ticket to this game, you truly got to be a super fan.
Yeah, this is a fans game only.
This is a fan game only. So
this is one of those games that probably get blacked out if it was on TV.
I'm going to flip the coin and take the Browns only because I think it's going to be a game where Judkins is going to have a big game. They're going to be smart and just run the ball down the Jets' throat.
I'm taking the Browns also. And one of the most exciting games of the week that I believe should be the Patriots going down there to Tampa Bay to play the Buccaneers. 7-2 Patriots, 6-2 Buccaneers.
Wow.
Who do you have, Steve?
You know, son, the Buccaneers are still too beat up. I'm gonna take the Patriots on the road just because.
I'm taking the Patriots also. Yeah. I wanted to take the Buccaneers because I don't care. That boy Baker Mayfield has heart. He has so much heart.
Oh, heart.
I want to take man. Some way he always wills his team to win, but they are very beat up. So I'm taking the Patriots also. Now moving on to where the Cardinals starting Jacoby Brissett. So you might think this might be a pushover game. I'm looking at this game like, wait a minute, Jacoby Brissett. You know, he's playing at another level. He has some top talent over there in Arizona. 3-5 the Cardinals are, but they're 3-5 under Kyler Murray. Now they're under Jacoby Brissett, who just gave them a W against a team that we all feel that they should have basically bowed down to. Now they're going there to play Sam Darnold and the Seahawks. The Seahawks who just picked up another wide receiver before that trade deadline. Who do you think, Steve?
God, as much as the Cardinals are a feel-good story, I just think Seattle is just too hot and at home. But you know, Seattle don't play. They play better on the road than they play at home. They've been winning every road game and then losing at home. But I think it's going to stop this week. I think this is going to be a home win. I got the Seahawks winning.
Yes, I'm taking the Seahawks too. Sam Darnold is a man on a mission. He's a man who won't be denied. He's trying to prove and solidify his his place in the NFL. Take the dirty taste out of everybody's mouth who's always talked bad about him the years he was having problems because he was under trash offensive lines. He's finally at a team, just like I understand how he lost his job over there in Minnesota, but Minnesota doesn't look like they know what they want. Minnesota had a QB that was back there that would get 1 million yards a year, always make the playoffs, then never do anything. And then they got another QB in there that took them to the playoffs also. They got rid of him, and now it don't look like they're going to make the playoffs, but hey, it is what it is.
Well, it is what it is. I'm going to close on Sam Darnold got to do it week 15, 16, 17, 18 to impress me. So yeah. I'm waiting to the end of the season. I know Sam Darnold can get the job done during the season, but when the games start to count, will Sam Darnold show up? That's going to be my question.
Yes, sir. All right. Now we moving on down to Frisco, where the Los Angeles Rams march into town to play the 49ers at home.
This is the toughest game of the week as far as because the Niners just win. They don't make no sense. It's like you don't think they should be winning, but they just keep winning. And is it going to be Mac Jones again? Can you take Mac Jones out at this point?
You better not take a winning a combination out. Why would you change something when it's not broken?
Who's the coach of the Niners again? Who's the coach of the Niners again?
Yeah, you're right.
Who's the coach of the Niners again? Have you lost track of who this coach is?
And the thing is, we're trying to say they're winning because we don't know how. No, they're running the ball.
Yeah.
They have one of the top run games in the league. They're running the ball. Now they have a guy which is making their coach pick the right running plays instead of having somebody out there passing the ball like they Peyton Manning or Tom Brady. Yeah. They're made to run the ball. And now they're in a situation where they have to run the ball, so it's making the coach look like he's a genius.
Yeah.
When he should have been doing that in the first place. But I'm taking the Rams. Who are you taking, Steve?
If you take the Rams, I'm sick of taking the same picks as you. I'm going to just take the Niners just for the sake of they're at home, and McCaffrey is on a roll. So, I mean, now, mind you, if McCaffrey only gets 8 touches next week, I'm going to lay it on this coach, but I expect him to get 20 to 25 carries.
McCaffrey's going to get his touches. He got to get his touches unless, and I don't want to wish bad luck on him, unless McCaffrey's check engine light shows up, McCaffrey's good to go.
He's good to go. I mean, that's always been the fear of him is the injury, but this year he's been durable. So I expect him to have another big game. I'm going to take the Niners with the upset.
Now, the Detroit Lions going to Washington to play the Commanders, the beat-up Commanders. And who's your backup QB?
You know his name, Marcus Mariota, former Heisman Trophy winner.
He's a scrapper. I don't know why. I love scrapping QBs. I like people that want to win. I like people who look like they enjoy the game and where you get a good game no matter what their name is. And that's that QB over there.
Yeah, I mean, I expect Mariota to be solid. The Lions, if they're smart, they're gonna run the ball.
What you got going in your favor is they got Dan Campbell as their coach, and he's gonna go for it every chance he gets, which will keep you guys in the game if they make mistakes. I want Dan Campbell to understand this. We think that he's a great coach. We just think that he makes stupid mistakes.
And but not just that he makes stupid mistakes, but he's so stubborn that he just continues to make the same stupid mistakes
over and over again.
Over and over again because he is like, I'm gonna just do it my way. I don't care what anybody else thinks. Yeah.
And this is what mentions to me. I'm gonna look straight into the camera. Dan Campbell, we like you as a coach. We hate you as the decisions that you make. Can you try this one game? Every time your awesome offense gets in point range, if you don't get the first down on the third down, put the points on the board and let's see if you win every game.
kick the field goal. I mean,
put the points on the board, and your team wins every game. Nobody can beat your team if every time you get in the field goal range, you put the points on the board.
it's just
If
crazy.
you make a touchdown, that's great. That's great. But there's no reason to go for it when your team is going to be in field goal range or point range
Oh my God.
20 times a game and you don't put points on the board.
Yeah,
Please, let's try it. Let's try it. One game. Just put points on the board every time you're in range. Don't go.
I just have to believe the Lions are going to win. I mean, there's no way. That would be a huge upset if the Commanders pull that game off.
This should be a run over game. The Lions should run over the Commanders.
Yeah,
just because of how hurt they are.
But
they're playing with a different QB, so we might get different results. I can't wait to watch this game. Sunday night game. The Pittsburgh Steelers come to LA to play the LA Chargers. Who do you take, Steve?
This is an intriguing game.
5-3 Steelers, 6-3 Chargers. Who do you take?
In these type of games, I'm going to go with the home team. Herbert's been playing off as you know what. I wish they had Hampton in the game, had a running game, but I still think the Chargers are going to find a way. Chargers.
Yep. Aaron Rodgers, I believe he got a breath of fresh air last week, and he's hungry for more. He also has Mike Tomlin right there in his back pocket, one of the greatest coaches to ever coach a game. I'm taking the Steelers to win this game Sunday night. I can't wait to watch it because we both actually didn't pick the same team. Can't wait. Monday Night Football. The Philadelphia Eagles going there to Green Bay. Hey, we were there. We went to Green Bay, but you know that's neither here nor there. The Philadelphia Eagles going there to Green Bay to play the Green Bay Packers. Who do you take, Steve?
I got a headache. Oh my God, this has been one of the most painful shows I've ever done.
Hey, Steve, didn't I tell you you look nice in your hat?
Oh my God,
you look really good in your hat, Steve. Look at Steve over there shining, y'all.
I'm gonna close out the show by saying I started the show bad mouthing the Packers. I'm gonna end the show bad mouthing the Packers. I hope the Packers lose by 30 points to the Eagles. And you know I hate the Eagles.
Look what James Johnson says, Steve. Steve, I like your hat. I didn't know what happened, but I like your hat. Hey, he got the same hat I got on. He chose, and it warmed my heart to wear the same hat that I'm wearing.
Don't believe him. What happened was we had a gentleman's bet that whoever's team, I took the Packers, he took the Panthers. Whoever's team won, you had to wear the opposing team's hat.
Yeah, I would have had to wear a Washington hat if the Green Bay Packers would have won, but they didn't. So Steve went out and got a Carolina hat. Now I didn't pick the hat. Steve went out and got the hat, and just so happens we both got the same hat on.
To be honest with you guys,
Steve out there shining.
I just went to a Lids. You know, I'm not here promoting Lids, but you know, if you need to get a quick baseball hat, you know, they usually have the biggest selection of caps out there. They had one Carolina pen. I mean, they had 18 million LA caps. I mean, they had a whole row of LA Rams, LA Chargers, LA Dodgers, LA. They had one. This is the only Carolina pen they had in the entire.
You look good in your hat, man.
So
everybody can see it. He's shining.
Just know this is by default. There was no selection.
Wait a minute, Steve said. James Johnson said the Buccaneers is going to beat them.
Oh, I said that.
The Buccaneers is going to beat the Patriots.
Oh, the Patriots?
Yeah.
That'd be a great upset. I mean, they're at home.
That'll be something.
But I do know that now. I will say the Buccaneers are getting back their running back. I think Bucky Irvin is leaning towards playing, so that's going to be a big, nice 1-2 now with him and White in the backfield. But I just Drake Mage has been playing as you know what all day. That team is playing with a lot of confidence. So it's going to be a great game this week. That would be one of the highlight games of the week. Buccaneers and the Patriots will be I think a close, tough game.
So who did you pick for Monday night? Eagles, Packers. Who?
Oh, I told you I want the Eagles to win by 30, and I hate the Eagles, but because of what the Packers did to me.
Yeah, well,
I hope we get
I'm
swept.
gonna say this is my upset special of the week. I'm taking the Packers to beat the Eagles.
Ooh,
Yes, sir. Monday night, Packers
the
beat
Eagles are coming off a bye week. They got 2 weeks to prepare for this
Yeah,
game.
they're gonna come out rusty.
It's gonna be Saquon left, Saquon right, Saquon touchdown.
Well, you will hope so, but I'm taking the Packers. Hey, we about to get up out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share, and tell your friend and tell their friend to share this. Hit that like button. It's for free. It's for free. And you can drop any questions in there. Me and Steve will be going through the questions. We will be answering questions, and we'll see y'all next week.
Don't beat me up too bad. Don't hurt me too bad. I know this has embarrassing. I know I'm gonna get a lot of grief wearing this hat all week.
You look wonderful, Steve. Don't you let nobody talk bad about you, Steve. You look wonderful.
Anyway,
Steve.
Next week, guys, you'll be back in beautiful Commanders gear. So I'll be more than happy to go back to normal.
But thank you guys for tuning in. We will see y'all next week, same time, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Blow the Whistle Sports. Tell a friend.
Peace out.